Today, the Varanasi Civil Court has once again stamped its verdict of conducting a survey at the Kashi Vishwanath complex. In another development, the Allahabad High Court today told a Mathura court to hear all pleas related to Krishna Janmabhoomi within 4 months. It follows one after the other over the last 2 years. First, it was the Ram Janmabhoomi verdict. The Bhumi Pujan was done. Now the Gyan Vapi survey is going to be done according to the order that was given today, and also massive developments in the Krishna Janmabhoomi case, specifically talking about what happened in the verdict with relation to the Gyan Vapi Mosque. In fact, Muslim clerics are alleging that the masjid case is a replay of what happened to the Babri Masjid. The fear-mongering has already begun, and there's a certain section of people who are saying that this is politically motivated and anti-minority.
देखिए, ज्ञान वापी मस्जिद को लेकर जो मामला चल रहा है वो बाबरी मस्जिद का रिप्ले हो रहा है, और बाबरी मस्जिद को लेकर जिस तरह से सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बयान दिया है, जजमेंट दिया है, सेम वही होने जा रहा है ज्ञान वापी मस्जिद में भी, और इसमें कोई कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता। जो भी कानूनी प्रक्रिया है वो देश के कानून के मुताबिक है, लेकिन इस्लामिक रूप से वो मस्जिद थी, मस्जिद है और मस्जिद रहेगी।
ज्ञान वापी और मस्जिद के सिलसिले में और काशी विश्वनाथ मंदिर के सिलसिले में जो फैसला कोर्ट ने किया है उस पर दोनों पक्षों को बैठकर गौर व फिक्र करने की ज़रूरत है, और इस बात की भी ज़रूरत है कि ये विवाद कोर्ट के बाहर कतई तौर पर ना जाए। इसलिए शांति व्यवस्था के नुक्ते नज़र से और सूबे उत्तर प्रदेश में अमन की बहाली के सिलसिले में जो भी इक़दाम हो सकते हों उसको किए जाएँ, और इस मसले को कोर्ट के नुक्ते नज़र से और संवैधानिक रास्ते से हल करने की कोशिश की जाए। यही मैं समझता हूं कि इस वक्त हालात के एतबार से मुनासिब होगा।
मुसलमानों को चाहिए कि पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड और जो मुसलमानों की दलाल तंजीमें हैं उनके बहकावे में ना आएँ, बल्कि हुकूमत पर एतमाद करें। हुकूमत सर्वे कर रही है, सर्वे में क्या दिक्कत है, खुले मन से मुसलमानों को आगे आना चाहिए, इस फैसले का स्वागत करना चाहिए। विरोध करवा के कमिश्नर को हटाने की बातें कह के ये दोबारा मामले को उलझाना चाहते हैं।
Now that the blockade has been stopped by the court in Varanasi, is there an attempt to try and fear-monger? Tom Vadakkan, spokesperson of the BJP, joins us along with Raghav Avasthi, lawyer, Danish Qureshi, political analyst, Zeba Yasmeen, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. What is this sudden refrain, Zeba Yasmeen, of saying this is a Babri rerun? This is a survey that the court is ordering.
See, it's not a party statement that it is a rerun of Babri Masjid. I would simply say that Samajwadi Party wants harmony, peace and unity in the country. That is why we avoid raising these kind of issues. It's not that we don't consider religious and sentimental issues, but though we don't politicize it, and it is not our political agenda. But why we are saying that it is somehow pre-planned by BJP, more participation of BJP, because on every channel I'm watching that BJP spokesperson are spreading hatred. They are, being little biased, because a political party cannot be biased for any community.
Okay.
You have to be for both the sides. The party stands with both the sides. They listen to both the sides and they expect court to do justice.
Okay, so let me ask you,
none of the sides should be unheard.
Stand for both the sides. See, the thing about a court is, ma'am, or an issue like this, that somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. If two parties are against each other, you cannot say we are for both sides. Does the Samajwadi Party stand by the right of Hindu petitioners to say this land belongs to us? Do you support their right to at least ask for a probe?
Padmaja, did Samajwadi not honor when, Babri verdict came? Every Muslim, every Hindu, every citizen of India, even every member of political parties, honored the decision. And same goes with every case. But yes, this is not the only topic which should be talked about in India, because there are several other issues which we need to take into consideration.
No, absolutely. But ma'am, since you're talking about that you should stand with justice, how do you explain, what do you have to say about this? Let me tell you what the order says. It says, दिनांक 7 मई 2022 को निरीक्षण के समय एडवोकेट कमिश्नर को प्रवेश करने से रोकने के लिए मुस्लिम समुदाय के सदस्य परिसर में खड़े हो गए जो पहले से छिपकर बैठे थे। ये बताया जा सकता है कि नमाज के बाद केवल 1 या 2 व्यक्तियों को वहां रहने की अनुमति है। जिला प्रशासन ने बैरिकेडिंग क्षेत्र के अंदर अधिवक्ता, कमिश्नर एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा बेसिकली सेइंग दैट द सर्वे टीम वाज फिजिकली स्टॉप्ड by people who are in hiding over there. What do you have to say about that?
See, Padmaja, we have a constitution where we even the culprit get a government advocate to defend him, right? So we cannot be biased. Even the Muslim opinion should be heard. I agree with you that
opinion being heard is not the same as
let me complete. Let me complete.
पे रोक दिया.
I am not appreciating their act, Padmaja. I am not appreciating their act. I am just saying that they are, into a fear because after Babri Masjid, then this Kashi and then Mathura, and इनका slogan आपको याद होगा ना कि अयोध्या तो अभी झांकी है, काशी मथुरा बाकी है, तो I guess minorities are little in fear.
Okay, that minorities are living in fear.
But minorities are accepting the justice
Vadakkan.
and accepting the court also.
Tom Vadakkan, minorities are living in fear and you are also instilling that fear in them because Zeba Yasmeen says...
We are not.
No, I'm saying Tom Vadakkan. I'm asking him the question because you're saying BJP is spreading hate, so minorities are living in fear. Tom Vadakkan.
Well, Padmaja, this is a matter that has been decided by the court and the district administration has been warned that they should take action to ensure that the videography happens. This is not a question of BJP or any other party. This is a question that is there in the mind, the finding of the swastika and various other evidences that were found there. So the court in its own mind decided, well, a videography should be conducted. Now, hell is being raised about it, saying that, well, it is creating a divide. This is the law of the land. The ASI, which is the survey, which has been doing survey in the 1991 Act, there is no mention that they cannot do a survey. The survey is permitted, and if the court in its wisdom decides that a survey must be done, where is the BJP in the picture? I mean, you can drag the BJP into any controversy. We are not.
In fact, you would be surprised to know, ma'am, you would be surprised to know that in fact, the petitioners, the surveyors are going so far as to say that when we were being blocked by the Muslim side, the government did not help us. So if anything, that is something that you can pick up on. That their grouse is, we were blocked, the survey was blocked, and people who are the Muslim petitioners, they did not let us carry out the survey, and the district administration did not help us out. So far from culpability, there is actually a charge of non-cooperation and non-facilitation that is being made. Zeba Yasmeen.
The masjid community, they told court that we were not aware that the videography has to be done inside the premises. This was a little confusion. That is why this act.
There was absolutely no confusion.
We are not in favor of this act.
Anyone who has read the Allahabad High Court judgment is very clear about where the videography has to happen.
Yes.
There is a plot which has been mentioned, and it is very, very clear. Now you can.
Yes. They put up their point in court and the court has given their verdict and they agreed with this now. And the videography would take place.
But they are not agreeing.
So there's no issue at all.
Already it is being said, just like you are also mentioning, that this is an attempt to do a Babri rerun. Binay Singh. How is this a Babri rerun, Danish Qureshi? If somebody goes to court and says, I just want my rights to be reinstated, I want a survey to be done. How is this a Babri rerun?
First of all, I want to reply to Zeba Yasmeen, sister, that they are not talking about Ayodhya to Jhanki hai, Kashi Mathura baki hai. They are talking about कि 3 नहीं तो 30,000 नहीं बचेगा 1,000. This was the slogan of BHP and the affiliated organization. ठीक है, तो अब आप 30,000 को टारगेट करेंगे. Now the first thing is that कि Babri Masjid replay. You know what is the claim in the petition has been had? Just now, before a few minutes, I was debate with the petition, with the advocate who has drafted the entire petition. They have claimed that they want the right to do the worship of Singar Gauri, Mata Singar Gauri. The worship will start from there and go till and to the other. I forgotten the name of that Mahadev. They claim that we have to go till that, and entire premises should be handed over for the worship. Now, what is the meaning of that, and how did that will not be repeat Babri Masjid? I can't understand this.
So what is your point? What is your point,
My
Mr.
point is
Qureshi?
my point is very clear that places of worship act top three line. What is indicated in that top
What is
three
the
line?
point with what you said? So you're basically saying that they are asking for worship of Shingar Gauri. Binay Singh, it all starts with Shingar Gauri and then they will take off.
They had done the claim on the entire premises of the Gyan Vapi
Okay,
Mosque.
so that it starts with Shingar Gauri and then you will claim the entire premises. Binay Singh. That is basically the fear.
Not much only, but entire claim is that only Padmaja.
Okay, entire claim over the entire property, Binay Singh.
Padmaja, BJP has a stand, on all these three, Kashi, Mathura and Ayodhya, that these are Hindu temples. They have been demolished. They have a clear stand on that. But one more stand they have, that we are going to resolve this issue through courts, like what they did in Ayodhya. They never said that you are going to get guns and swords into hands and we are going to the streets and we are going to resolve these issues on the streets through violence. That was through courts. And again, what happened in, Gyan Vapi, that was by the order of the court. And who is the court? When the court steps in any issue, the politics goes out. The politics must go out. And when by the order of the court, a survey is being done and a group is stopped, it's who they are according to law. They are not simply law-abiding citizens. They are goons, they are lumpens, they are criminals. Those who don't abide by the law, those who don't abide by the order of the courts, they are not simple citizens.
They are lumpens, Danish Qureshi.
I repeat it again.
Anyone who unblocks, anyone who tries to block is a lumpen. Oh, and by the way, today the court has made very clear, anyone tries to even intervene, they will have an FIR.
Yeah,
that is what the court has said. FIR
that is the main thing. That is the main thing, Padmaja. That is the main thing in the entire order. That if lock is not open with the key, broke it. Why the court is in so hurry? I can't understand.
But
if
why
the key is not available of lock,
he's questioning the court. He's questioning the court. Why the court is
let them the surveyor, let them the videography, let the videography and commissioner decide to the court that we are not.
This is contempt. What
after that, the new order can issue. After that,
sir, this is contempt.
He was talking about the government system should be have a faith in the government. Why?
This is contempt. I repeat, this is contempt. This is contempt, simply contempt.
So now apparently the court is also in too much of a hurry. Tom Vadakkan, what do you want? And before you respond, Mr. Qureshi, before you respond, let me tell you, actually, you are perhaps the only person in all of India who is accusing courts of undue haste. Because if anything, everyone says a judicial process is too slow. You are saying it is too fast. By the way, do you know when was the first suit for Ram Janmabhoomi filed? Sir, these cases are fought over centuries, and you are saying, "Itni jaldi kyun kar diya?" The
top three lines of the Places of Worship Act is that an act to prohibit conversion of any place of worship.
You cannot keep jumping goalposts, sir, because unfortunately for you, I have read all the laws and acts enough to tell you very clearly that the two are not even connected. The two are not even connected. अरे सर कितने टाइम तक आप लोगों को ऐसे बेवकूफ बनाते रहेंगे दानिश साहब? The two are not connected.
तो मतलब आप तो सुनिए मेरी बात.
Places of Worship Act and this particular case is not connected. This is about a survey. This is not about changing the character of the masjid. कितनी बार वही
claim which has been held in the court. Go and refer the claim.
It is the easiest way to keep trying and derail a discussion on this by bringing up Places of Worship Act, because हम 15 मिनट तक Places of Worship Act को हम discuss करते रहेंगे, but we will not let that happen because the two are not connected. Mr. Qureshi,
is the advocate who has drafted the petition.
So.
And he stated that we have claimed the entire premises for the Singar Gauri worship till to the Mahadev. I forgot the name of that.
So that is a plea, sir. That is a plea.
So why Then why you are
So it is
saying
a
that
plea.
this is not a repeat of Babri
It's not
Masjid?
like he
I
doesn't
know
have the
that's a
right to
plea,
go to
but
court.
why should it be entertained? Why
Because
should be
every
entertained?
person in this country has the right to go to court. That is the country we are. But equally, you will mention that, oh, Hari Shankar Jain has gone to court saying this, and the court is undue haste. Same people, when Allahabad High Court tells a man कि आप यहाँ 22 कमरे कुतुब मीनार के क्यों खुलवाने आए हैं, same people are like, sorry, not कुतुब मीनार, ताजमहल के, हाँ, ताजमहल के, तब तो आप ताली बजा रहे होते हैं कि वाह वाह कोर्ट ने क्या धमाल कर दिया. वो तो इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट, यू आर लाइक वाओ अमेज, व्हाट फन.
पद्मजा, हम तो जान ही रहे हैं कि बाबरी मस्जिद में क्या हुआ. देखिए, बाबरी मस्जिद किसने तोड़ी, किसी को कन्विक्शन नहीं मिला. किसने तोड़ी पता नहीं है, कोर्ट को, हिंदुस्तान के कानून को पता नहीं है किसने
कोर्ट
तोड़ी.
ही फैसला करेगा ना, ना वो आप करेंगे ना वो मैं कर सकती हूँ. बट इन कंक्लूजन लेट मी टेल यू दैट द इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट टुडे, व्हिच इज द टोस्ट ऑफ द एंटायर कंट्री फॉर थ्रोइंग आउट अ पिटिशन अबाउट द ताजमहल, is the same high court which in April this year asked for the survey to be carried out. And wanton contempt of that same court has been done, but nobody is willing to open their mouth on it. I'm going to take a quick break. Thank you very much, all gentlemen, and Zeba Yasmeen for joining me. Tomorrow onwards, the survey is beginning. The latest on that right here on Times Now.